Okay, folks, so you can tell spring is trying to spring because the snow fleas are out. I don't know if you can see them. See those little dots? Those little dots there? Those are snow fleas or springtails. If I hold it straight, you might be able to see them jumping. Those are snow fleas. Can you see them jumping? That might be coming in blurry. But those are snow fleas. Make sure that when you prune these, you start out with something that has been sanitized. Now, I'm not going to worry about the laterals until I get all the dead, dying, diseased, or damaged plants taken care of first. The vines taken care of first. I've got some damage. That's all right. We can deal with those. So I always do this first. That gives you more room and you can see better what's left. Yeah, a lot of damage. Now this one here, if you're able to see that, that one's the next vine over. So I'm just going to stick with this vine first. That one's tangled in the other vine. Take care of that while I'm right here. Like I said, this is the other one. But while I'm right here, I'm going to cut it off because it's in my way. And I was going to cut it off anyway because it's a lateral. So I've got several different types of grapes. The grapes that I have are table grapes because it's been years since I made wine. I don't drink wine. And I used to make it for people who like wine, but then I wasn't getting my jars back, so I stopped making it. And just so you know, folks, the springtails are out. Those are snow fleas. They don't bite. They don't bite. They eat organic matter. So, all right, on this side of the fence, because I have some on that side of the fence. This side of the fence, I've got all the dead, dying, diseased, and damaged ones taken care of. Well, I say that and I keep finding more. So now what I do is, seems I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shoots coming from the main one. I am going to take the smallest one out, which is on that side, and I am going to leave the rest. So now I look for lateral limbs, vines. This is one here. This is one that's sticking right out. It's in the way. I'm going to cut that off. That's not even good to propagate. I'll cut this one off. I'm going to end up cutting this one off, but I'm going to wait because I might propagate that one. This is a lateral shoot. I'm going to cut that off. That one's too small to propagate. I like to propagate them when they're about the size of a pencil to a size of a Sharpie. I will cut that lateral off. I'll cut this one off. I'll cut this one off. This one. This one I might propagate. I'll leave 2 nodes. I'll leave 2 nodes. That one's too small. So as you can see, it doesn't take very long at all. This is a lateral shoot. This is a lateral off a lateral. It's too small to propagate. So, am I good over here? I might take this cutting. It's about the size of a pencil. Probably could be better. So, I will cut this one off. Throw that. Cut this one off. 1, 2, 3. Cut that one off. I'm going to have to set these down, folks, so I can clean my way as I go. I might try that one. So I've got one here that I might, see, we got 2 going that way, 3 going that way, so I might bring this one over here, get it growing down there. Now, anytime that they are crossing, it's usually not a good idea. You ought to take those off. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just the way it is. 1, 2, 3, cut that off. This is a lateral one. I'm going to cut that off. That's a lateral one on that side, so I can cut that off, get that untangled. This is a lateral one. 1, 2, 3. I'll wait till I get on that side. Cut that off. That's the main branch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave 4 on this one. Oop, I locked them. That's not good. You want a clean cut too, folks. I'm going to end up cutting that one off, so I'll do it now while I'm here. Same with that one. So as you can see, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Found another damaged one. Now what I should do is cut some of these bigger ones back and propagate them. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. We'll wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far, and I can cut these all probably right in half. Boy, this snow, I can tell you. I've got a little sled down here. I'm going to put them in. Now I'll work on this side. I don't know if you can see me. Now, like I said, I'm not a pro at this, but I've been doing this for a little bit. And how I do this, it seems to work. Every year I get a whole lot. The grapes almost double and triple. So I've got a whole line. Now, I always bring some orange flagon tape, but I'm not going to bother with that today. Usually I take the orange flagon tape and kind of mold the vines where I would like them to go. But I decided not to do this today. There's plenty enough time to do that, so that's what I like to use. Some people don't like to use the orange flagon tape, and they use yellow, green, pink. It doesn't matter what color it is, as long as it works, right? I buy the orange because that's the color that's most readily available. And if they've got any in stock, it's usually the orange flagon tape. So I'm going to continue doing this down here. And the wind is picked up, even though it's fairly nice out, the wind is kind of cool. So I'm going to get at it, folks.